Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. It's opening night of the 2024-2025 season of Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chet Yoder, the voice of your Shreveport Mudbugs, and we're so glad to have you with us here for the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, as tonight the Mudbugs open up this 2024-2025 campaign against a very talented and uprising Corpus Christi squad. The Mudbugs come in with some fresh faces, some fresh returners, and boy, they've had a long camp, and they're ready for Game 1 at home. They haven't done that since the 2018-2019 season, opening up their season at home, and they're able to do that this evening in front of what is going to be another packed house here at George's Pond in Hirsch Coliseum. This is a team that returns guys of the likes of Brent Litchard, Seth Murch, Lucas Deeb, Bryce Boucher, Andrew Seminara, Andre Parichka, just among some of the returners. We'll get to those a little bit in our Whataburger starting lineups. We'll talk to Mudbugs head coach Jason Soupy Campbell after these messages. It's the Bugs and the IceRays, game number 1 of the 2024-2025 season, coming up in just a little bit as we count down to the 7-11 Margaritaville start time. I'm Chet Yoder. We'll have more after these messages on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team, and we help families score big across the generations.
Welcome back into the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Opening night of the 2024-2025 season for Shreveport Mudbugs hockey, and we're joined by Mudbugs head coach Jason Soupy Campbell tonight. It's the Corpus Christi IceRays, but tonight's always a special night. It's opening night. You get it at home. That's the first time in a long time that you get to open up the season at home. Talk about your emotions and where you guys were at from the first day at camp and now how you guys got here.
I actually feel a little anxious. I'm ready to get this thing going, Guys, though, have been good. Their attitude's been good. Their work ethic's been good. They've been really trying to pick up on the systems, especially the new guys, but the old guys have really been trying to lead the way and help out. So I'm excited, a little anxious, just ready for the puck to drop and let these guys get after it. So excited to see Coach Chris out there dropping the first puck too.
Nice. What a nice way to congratulate the achievements he had in the swimming pool. But but as far as this last week in preparation, was it anything different than what you guys were doing in camp? Did you kind of ramp it up this week, considering that it is your first real game day week?
No, we didn't ramp it up. We actually had the extra day with Friday. So originally we were thinking rest day Friday, but we kind of just spread things out a little bit and just kind of touched on some systematic stuff, a little bit of everything. We kind of do that anyways, but we just spread it out into using Friday. But Friday was just a special teams day, power play versus PK. That was it. And so pretty much the same preparation. We just had that extra day to work with on Friday. So again, I hope these guys aren't thinking too much. Just wanted to go out there and outwork our opponents, and hopefully the work that we put in and everything will just be reaction for them.
You know, the common consensus from the coaching staff in this camp is that Kyan Haldenby had a great camp, and we know what he did last year, and he really kind of peaked in that second half, had the unfortunate injury in the El Paso series, knocked him out of the Lone Star series. He comes back very hungry, and of course he's a guy you depend on, and he's one of your leaders.
Yeah, he looked good in training camp. He also looked good in Corpus, in the one game that he played. And he's just he's a skilled player, but he's highly intellectual as well, so you can kind of use him in all situations. Definitely excited about the summer that he had, the year he had last year, the summer he had, and being back as one of our leaders this year. He's just moving well, and he's thinking well, and we're excited to have him, and we're lucky to have him.
Sometimes I don't like to bother you. Actually, a lot of times I don't like to bother you because you're usually knee-deep into the laptop, but I do get a conversation with Scott Musket, maybe a little bit more, in the offseason, and I asked him what he was most excited about with his team, and he was talking about the D-Corps, and that, of course, is seeing a lot of new faces. You lose some of the big guys like the Sushinskis of the world, the Fleeters of the world, of course, Logan Haru, another big piece for you, but you add some really good pieces, and this is something that you're actually really, really excited to maybe provide some offensive scoring punch, which I know you love to see.
Yeah, I'd say it's maybe definitely compared to last year, probably a little more inexperienced and less size, but maybe a little more mobile and more offensive minded. So, but again, these guys, just like our D-Corps in the past, they want to play in your face, and they're trying to make the right reads to jump into the offense and defend with purpose, and they've done a great job. They're pretty young, and some of them are pretty young actually, and they're full of fire and ready to kind of prove themselves and etch their mark in the Mudbugs organization. So we're excited to have them again, and they've put in a lot of good work and seem to be gelling pretty well together. So excited to see them compete tonight.
I wanted to ask you about Nikolai Goich. I know he had some unfortunate circumstances in the playoffs where he got sick, something happened, and he didn't get maybe as much playing time as you would have hoped for in that playoff run due to those circumstances. Now he's hungry, he's revved up, this is game one, he's in net. I'm talking about kind of where he's at and what have you liked about him in now his second camp. He missed that first one 2 years ago.
Well, this is his time, and I think he's excited about it. He seems excited about it. Again, he hasn't been taking it for granted. He's been working hard in practice. He's been working hard in the gym with the weights, and I know, like, it's not like he thinks he's the perfect goaltender. He's making sure that he's staying humble with what he's doing, and Garapi's really pushing him too. Garapi's come on strong here as well. So Nico knows that he's got to bring his A game every night, and that's what we want out of our goalie tandem, right? We want Nico to push Garapi to be better, and we want Garapi to push Nico to be better, and they've done a great job at that so far up to this point, and tonight it's for real as far as the games go. So I think he's poised, and he's calm, and he's excited, and he's ready to go.
When I look at this Corpus Christi team, they haven't been good in years past, but we know Sylvain Cloutier is one of the good guys in hockey. You love really just talking to him about the game. Talk about where this team is at, how you guys match up against Corpus Christi. Of course, you saw a little bit of them last weekend.
Yeah, I think he's done a good job. I even at the end of last year, I thought, man, these guys are coming along, really, really good. And just from the looks of those guys last weekend when we played them, I find there's a lot of speed there. They've got some good size. I don't know what kind of moves they made between last weekend and this weekend, but they had some good size on the back end. They had some pretty big forwards, but they've always kind of been a threatening team. If you give them a little bit of breathing room offensively, they can burn you quick. So I'm expecting them to be that way and maybe be even a little heavier defensively. So I think their power play is probably going to be good. So our PK is going to have to be on point, and I'm expecting just again another South Division battle. The way the games went last weekend, it turned it into a little rivalry. It looks like so. It should be a fun night.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Chet Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages as we count down to the 7-Eleven Margaritaville start time. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, and you're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. It's opening night of the 2024-2025 season. Mudbugs hockey about to make their way out onto the ice as they take on the Corpus Christi IceRays, and I'm Chet Yoder, and this is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show as it's time for the Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. First for the IceRays, head coach by Sylvain Cloutier, back for another year. The assistant coaches are Chris May and Philip Oberlin. At left wing will be number 7, Michael Valdez. At center will be number 29, Billy Biederman. And on the right wing will be number 21, Cody Kempf. Defensively for the IceRays, it'll be number 24, Matthias Soderbaum, and number 5, Max Ranstrom. Making the start in nets will be number 35, Nikita Volsky. Your Whataburger starting lineup for the Shreveport Mudbugs, head coached by the all-too-familiar and lovable face of Jason Soupy Campbell, back in his 7th season as the bench boss. The associate head coach is Michael Hill, the goalie coach is Rich Perrant, and the honorary assistant is Chris Lane. At left wing will be number 9. He's been described as a Greek god from British Columbia. We'll see him tonight, making his debut as a Mudbug, number 9, Cam Smith. At center will be number 24, the talented Kyan Haldenby. And on the right wing will be number 29, Aiden Pewley. Defensively for the Bugs, it'll be number 4, Seth Murch, and number 7, Liam Doyle. And making the start in nets, he's the number 1 goaltender for the Bugs this season, and lots of eyes, lots of critics, and boy, he's ready to go after some shortcomings, really the last couple of seasons here and there. He's primed and revved up for a good season. It's the man from Homer Glen, Illinois, number 30, Nikolai Goich. The third-year Mudbug will be between the pipes. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. Mudbugs Hockey Night is brought to you by Fireplace Specialties. Fireplaces, gas logs, glass doors, wood stoves, inserts, mantles, and grills. They got it all. They're located at 8500 Box Road in Shreveport, or by logging on to fireplacespecialties.net. Mudbugs Hockey Night is brought to you by family-owned and operated Down Home Meats, serving the good folks of Stonewall, Louisiana, and neighboring cities for over 42 years. They're dedicated to creating sausage the way it was made 100 years ago, focusing on 4 main ingredients and natural casings to give you the very best old school smoked flavored sausage. the Mudbugs making their way onto the ice in their home white jerseys with the Mudbug logo in front. The purple and black teal numberings and letterings along the backside. And we'll bring you all the action after this. It's opening night. I'm Chet Yoder, and this is the Landers pregame show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. A great crowd on hand for opening night of the 2024-2025 season of Shreveport Mudbugs hockey, their 9th season in the North American Hockey League, and we're so glad to have you with us. If you don't know me, I'm Chet Yoder, and I'm the voice of your Shreveport Mudbugs. I met some player families earlier today. Some have made the trip, including the Cam Smith family, who made the trek all the way from British Columbia. We also got a delivery of delicious cookies from the Baird family. So thank you to the Baird family. It's got the Mudbug decorations. It's quite the elaborate setup. That's got to be a Mrs. Baird effort there. And I don't do white cookies, but I might do these. Chet Yoder diet plan is still in full effect, but it might face some challenges this evening. They are introducing everybody on opening night. Some of the names you will hear: Gleb Akimov lined up with Ian Emery and Bryce Boucher. Andrew Seminara will be with Andre Parichka and Carter McKay. That's a returning line right there. We know Bodie Wise, we know Foster Nickel, and we know Chase Murray. But a couple of other D guys you'll get to know is Cole Hutchinson and number 3, Evan Adams. Aiden Garapi, the backup netminder. He's a young man from Michigan. He's a tall guy, too, 6'4", 180. Want to remind our Mudbugs fans that Mudbugs hockey is brought to you by Porter's, delivering the difference for Mudbugs hockey, locally owned and operated for over 50 years, providing floor mats, uniforms, and facility services for your company. The Mudbugs will be back in action next weekend. Friday and Saturday, they'll take on the El Paso Rhinos. It'll be our Spirit weekend, so we'll have lots of school spirit squads here, and we hope to have you with us. Get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Aldenby making his way onto the ice, and if you missed the pregame show, he had one of the better, or probably one of the best camps I've seen out of any Mudbug, and that was really being told by the consensus of the coaching staff. The Toronto, Ontario native, just poised for a great season. And here's Nikolai Goich making his way onto the ice. And what an important season, his last season as a Mudbug, this will be for Goich. Now we ask you, please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem. The very talented Miss Melissa Jones serenades us with a very elegant national anthem. Special moment coming up as we got some ceremonial puck drops, including Mudbugs honorary assistant coach Chris Lane, who was about to get up in there with his with his headphones, and I'd expect nothing less from one of the bench bosses. And for Chris Lane, he was the one who grabbed some medal from his swim meet the other weekend in Dallas. So congratulations to Chris Lane, our honorary assistant coach. And he wore his best suit for the occasion. He wanted me to let everyone know that. I hope everybody's ready to go for the beginning of this season. A lot of twists and turns, but we'll have a lot of fun and hopefully bring you the best brand of Mudbugs hockey that we can bring you. Of course, the Mudbugs welcome back Amy Baker, the longtime athletic trainer who's done a fantastic job since the 2020-2021 season, where the Mudbugs won the championship that season. And then we also bring back former Pro Day equipment manager Billy T. Welker. Good to have Billy Welker with us, and Coach Chris. Well, he's going to enjoy every moment of this. Nice moment for him to be able to drop the puck. Mudbugs will skate from left to right. First period coming up. And it is brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Ms. Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Well, here we go. Haldenby and Biederman, a couple of guys who were familiar with each other last season, will tow it up at the center dot. Once again, the Mudbugs skate from left to right. Face-off tied up and won there by Biederman. Played through the middle, taken there by Soderbaum, and he bombs one toward the net. It went wide of Goich and plays back out to center. Now puck now played around. Good stick there to keep it in there by Haldenby. Into the far corner to the right of Volsky. Now taken there, and the puck is flipped off the official, and it now gets through the neutral zone and banked off the near side boards and taken in deep into the near corner. There is Liam Doyle, the man from Ontario, Canada, just outside Michigan. Small town. He's a big Red Wings fan. We won't hold that against him. To the far side, here's Doyle. Gains the blue line from the left side. He works it in. Fans on the shot toward the net. He's very offensive-minded for a defenseman, and that's something the Mudbugs want a little bit more of overall, and they feel like they have that in this blue line. Now, high slot shot there by Deeb. That one hit off the skate of, I believe, that was Biederman, and deflected in the near corner. Now to the near side, that's Deeb. He'll work it in right side. He'll flip a shot toward the net, blockered away there by Volsky, and it gets the protective netting behind the Corpus net. No score, and that's how this game gets started. 1:13 in to the opening period. Face-off tied up. Mudbugs won it. That was Hutchinson who threw one toward the net, got blocked. Now the Mudbugs trying to work it into the near corner. Now along to the end boards and now along to the far side. Puck lugged to the right side and just twerked back into the near corner. To the right of Goich. Fighting for it now along that near corner. Worked out. Shot there by Troutwine, and it's swallowed up there by Goich with his first save of the evening. 1:39 into the opening period. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from Shreveport. A big hello to the Goich family tuned in tonight from Homer Glen, Illinois. Glad to have them with us, and I'm sure we'll see those fine folks soon. The big story for Goich was he shaved his head. He looked a lot different from the long hair he always sported for the last couple of seasons. He said he needed to get rid of the bleach hair he had for the playoffs last season. I guess that's one way of doing it, maybe the most drastic way of doing it. But then again, I don't know. Goalies are weird. They're going to do it that way. I don't mind that. Adams has it now for the Bugs. That's Evan Adams into the near corner. The puck now just jerked back out to center there by Foster Nickel. Only one nickel on this Mudbugs team, so you won't see any full name bases for the most part. Whoa, and Aaron bounce, handcuffed Volsky. Good keep in there by Murch, and now the Mudbugs are offsides. Mudbugs Hockey Tonight is brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beers, sports. What more do you want? Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud core partner of Mudbugs Hockey. 17:38 remaining in the first. Far Corpus blue line is won there by the IceRays. Sobush will scale it up off the knee of Doyle. Now taken there by Kuznetsov and played back out to center. Now puck glided on back to Randstrom. He'll rake it off the near side boards, up off the stick of Doyle. It gets in deep into the Mudbug zone. Now Murch, trouble handling it, but he's able to pile it into that corner. Now gets into the near side. Hard hit going on. And now it is taken there by McKay, and McKay will sweep it all the way back in to the Corpus Christi zone. That's Seminara, Parichka, and McKay, the line that Coach Soupy's put together, on a shot from the far corner there by Seminara is stopped there by Volsky, pushing and shoving after the whistle. Seminara, a big guy, and I feel like he's gotten bigger in this offseason. He's listed at 6'2", 205, but that might be from last year. He packed in a little bit more upstairs, and they call him the big rig back home. And, boy, he is a freak train coming at you. One of your fourth-line bodies you just love to have. Anytime you ask Coach Subi about Seminara and what he expects out of him, he has so many great things to say about him. Face-off won there by Corpus Christi. That's Peralt with the puck. He'll power it off the near side boards. Stopped there by Pewley. Pewley now spins it through the middle, but it's swallowed up there by Kempf, up off the stick now, and now taken there by Adams. He couldn't handle it cleanly. Now Goich is going to paddle it to the far side. Pewley will send it to the near side. Now Pewley through the middle, up, missed the stick of Haldenby, and it goes down for icing on Mudbugs hockey. Big hello to the Pewley family from Ontario, Canada. There was a discussion about how his name is pronounced. He says he doesn't mind being called Pulley, but he says the correct pronunciation is Pewley. So I said, I'm going with Pewley. I'm all about the right pronunciation for our players. Kind of like Nick Lavassier. Missed that guy. Up off the far side boards all the way down. The near side up off the stick of Biederman. Now Litchard leaks it into the Corpus Christi zone. Litchard, the captain, in his third year as a Mudbug, and congratulations to him for that feat. The other captains, Foster Nickel, Seth Murch, and Kyan Haldenby. Far side, that's Henrietto. Henrietto from Illinois will swindle it around the near side boards and played back out to center. It's Tomas Henrietto, the new Mudbug. Near side, up off the stick, deep, stick handles his way through, but then he loses possession of that puck. Puck now over to Biederman, over to Teddestedt, and Teddestedt will just go ahead and knock it in deep into the Mudbug zone. There is no Corpus Christi away fee due to some technical difficulty, so I have IceRays fans with me as well, and we welcome all those fine folks wherever you may be. Now to the left point, shot toward the net, blocked in front. That's a good stick there by Deeb. That was a shot there by Pierre-Olivier Allard. Up off the stick of Reardon, and it goes all the way in. Taken there by Hutchinson. Now to the far side, up through the middle, taken there by Akimoff. Gleb Akimoff for the Bugs. Dropped off, and he tried to give it to Emery, but he couldn't handle it cleanly. Emery with the number change. Going to throw me off a little bit. I'm used to Ian Emery, number 36. He's now going with 17, trying to carry that tradition of great Mudbugs who've worn 17. Turnaround shot, left pad save, made there by Volsky. That was a grade 8 chance as Murch put a rip into one. Of course, last year's number 17 was Braden Cook. Of course, Braden Dorfman wore number 17. I want to say Van Sweden wore number 17, if we take it all the way back. That's some old Bugs right there. We miss those guys. A couple of championship forwards I just mentioned, the last two at least. Shot toward the net, sticked away there by Volsky, and a shot there by Parichka from the top of the far circle. Far corner. Now played around to the end boards, handled there by Troutwine, and he'll wind it off the near side window and all the way down. Taken there by Adams to Seminara. Drop back, intercept. Oh, boy, that was a dangerous pass. Played on back, and now taken there by Doyle. Doyle wants to lead the charge. Thrown across, and it goes behind Haldenby. Back the other way. Corpus Christi's got some numbers. Here they come. Shot toward the net. Tipped in front. That one kind of pinballed around up off the stick of Peralt, who was in front of the net. Now along to the near side, pushing and shoving. Look like we got a penalty coming up. This one's going against, I believe, the IceRays. Mudbugs will go on the game's first power play. Kuznetsov in for roughing. And we get a break in the action. 6:36 into the opening period. No score on opening night. This is the first period, and you're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Play back underway. Mudbugs on the power play, brought to you by Scott Powerline. Doyle waits, high slot now, top of the far circle is Pewley. Pewley now at the right point. He's got it. Pewley up off the back skate of Litchard, and it deflects back out to center. Pewley over to Halden B, on over to Cam Smith. He'll throw it in deep. Good stick there to knock it out of trouble there by Allard. And now far side, that's Sobush back the other way. Shot toward the net, glove down there by Goich, and he's got to hold on to it. With 1:19 remaining on the Scott Powerline power play. Michael Hill, who works diligently on this power play as he did last year, had a lot of successful results, and he looks to follow that this evening and this season. Face-off won there by the Bugs. And they have it now. That's Wise. He'll throw it on back, but nobody was there. Now taken there by Akimoff. Akimoff now through the middle. Akimoff throws it to the left side. Gathered, and Henrietto tried to grab it. He kind of got thrown down with the shoulder, and the puck is dumped all the way back down the length of the ice. And now Wise through the middle, dropped off there to Deeb. Deeb stick handles his way. Deeb from the slot, fired toward the net, blocked, and it deflects out of play. And we're down to 43 seconds remaining on this Scott Powerline power play. Looks like Billy Welker's got his son Duncan behind the Mudbugs bench. He looks just like him. Helping out. And, of course, Mason Kazi, one of the newest members of the high school hockey team, Mudbugs high school hockey team, behind the bench as well. It's a packed bench. Coach Chris, you got about a whole line. You got forwards, D-men, you got a goalie, all the way back there. At least enough players to do that. Litchard to the right side there to Pewley. Pewley lobs one toward the net. It was going wide. Glove down there. And the puck is slid all the way down the length of the ice. Goich over to Doyle. One last attack here. Doyle through the middle. Oh, he lost possession of the puck, and the puck is played back out to center there by Pelton. And now Pelton has it, and he will pop it off the near side boards and all the way down, and that'll do it. Mudbugs 0 for 1 on the man advantage. They didn't get many great looks there as they looked a little bit out of whack, but you expect that in game number 1. Murch up off the stick, and it is taken along that far side there by Reardon. He steers it off the far side boards, now in front of the Mudbugs bench. Now Reardon has it, goes right through a couple of Bugs. Shot toward the net, stick save made there by Goich from the far corner. Now McKay has it. McKay, Aaron pass stolen away, and a shot there by Teddestead, and that one slung wide of Goich. Now to the right point, another shot toward the net, glove down there by Goich on a shot there by Hayek. From the right point, pushing and shoving. Reardon was in there. It looked like McKay got tied up. Murch is in there as well. Looks like we got penalties, I believe, on both. Boy, the officials are going to calm this down. A break in the action. 10:37 to go here in the opening period. No score from George's Pond. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. No score. We get 4-on-4 hockey for the next couple of minutes. Parichka and Reardon in the box for roughing. Adams along the far side as a loose puck taken there by Haldenby, and he'll go ahead and floor it in deep into the Mudbug zone, or rather the Mudbugs offensive zone. And now taken behind the Corpus net to the near side there to Kuznetsov. He's got it, and they'll start the breakout back the other way. Good stick along the back check there by Haldenby. Prides himself on both sides of the ice. Biederman works it back in, drop back there to Kuznetsov. He's looking for a blue liner, didn't have anybody with him, and now the Mudbugs got numbers. Here's Deeb, skates in, 3-on-2, over to Litchard, spanks one toward the net, and he shot it wide. Held in there by Wise. Wise has it. Wise, top of the point. Wise into the near circle. Wise waits, he scans, surveys over to Deeb. Deeb's now pass broken up, and now back the other way. Here comes the man on a breakaway shot. Stick save made there by Goich. On a breakaway, all alone was Ranstrom. Well, that's tough to give a Corpus blue liner a breakaway. Those are rare. Wise played on back now to Murray. Big hello to the Murray family. Tuning tonight from Charlotte, North Carolina. Glad to have them with us. One thing we're hoping is we can go a season, and I'm knocking on wood, that Mrs. Murray, Chase Murray's adoring mom, does not get injured. She's had a couple of stints along the IR, and it hasn't been pretty. Hope they're doing okay back at home. I'm sure we'll see them throughout the season. Of course, Chase Murray's brother, Rob Murray, who we know is coach in the NHL, and we'll see him in Minnesota. So congratulations to him. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Thrown up off the stick of Parichka, gets on net, and Volsky makes the stop, and he will cover it up with 8:10 remaining here in the opening period, brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Face off to the right of Volsky in deep into the IceRays zone, rather. Good looking crowd enjoying themselves this evening. This is about as close to a sellout as you can get. Of course, the Mudbugs staff has gone through a couple of changes. Here's a breakaway, back to all alone, a wrister and a stick save made there by Goich as Kempf came all alone from the far circle. Said goodbye to Gracie Dabrowski, one of our director of corporate sales, and we said hello to Lauren Primos and Cameron Cook, who's both done a fantastic job so far on staff, and some of the names you just don't see in front, but a lot of people who do a lot of great things behind the scenes. Now intercepted toward the net. Oh, that was a shot there by Emery. I know, and now a centering feed. That one went through the goal mouth. That was a chance there by Akimov. Far side, hard hit. Akimov got taken down. Now through the middle, taken there, and we got a penalty coming up. I think it's going against the Mudbugs. It's going against Emory. And he knew it. It's a hooking infraction. Big hello to the Emory family. Tune tonight from Rochester, New York. Glad to have them with us. Emory, an individual who suffered that upper body injury that was so tricky, it required surgery. He missed a lot of time, had to go back home, then came back late in the season, but of course didn't play. But it's one of those injuries that you got to kind of instill that confidence, as Goich makes a very confident save there. But it was just a long rehabilitation. But they have a lot of hopes for Emory, as he's got another year left after this one. 6:57 remaining in the opening period. Brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. And that one whacked all the way down there by Nickel. Foster Nickel, just like his big brother, Hayden Nickel, spending time on the first choice personnel penalty kill, first choice personnel. First time tonight for Coach Soupy's unit. And this is his baby. As the puck squirts out of the zone, Randstrom has it. He'll send it on over to Soderbaum. Soderbaum, what a name. To the near side there to Randstrom. And he'll go ahead and ring it into that far corner. Tied up, and Foster Nickel cannot flip it out. Held in there. Good keep in there by Randstrom. Now to the near half wall. Sent in down low. Trouble handling it now. Spun around. That's Kuznetsov. Played on back to Randstrom. Randstrom to the near half wall there to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov now sends it in down low to Soderbaum. A shot there. Blocked in front. The puck is pitchforked all the way down there by Foster Nickel. Down to 40 seconds remaining on this power play. Boy, we thank all our fans for coming out to tonight's game. Another great crowd for opening night. Far side through the middle to the near side it goes. That's Peralt. We'll throw it around now. Peralt to the left point has it. He'll send it in to the near corner. Biederman, a shot blocked up off the stick of Murch, and it deflects into the protective netting. 5:12 remaining here in the opening period. Mudbugs will be back at it next Friday and Saturday. Be sure to get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094. Spirit Weekend. Mudbugs host the Rhinos next Friday and Saturday. Once again, get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Face-off one there by Corpus Christi. Left point shot. That one deflected up off the stick of Doyle in front. It went wide. Held. Oh, we're back to 5-on-5. Shot toward the net. Save made there by Goich. Near corner shot blocked in front. That was a chance there for Allard. Now taken there by Adams. Up off the far side boards. And now the puck is chipped back out toward the Mudbugs net. Glove down there by Goich. Keeps play going. Doyle tied up, shot toward the net, blocked in front. And now Haldenby's got it. Doyle through the middle. Doyle had a full media week this last week, and I think he did a great job. And now here comes Smith, tucked around, and he got the poke check. That was a good job there by Volsky. Just enough to nudge it out of Cam Smith's direct possession, rather. Like I said about Liam Doyle, full media week, and he did a fantastic job. And I love guys who just introduce themselves to me before I introduce myself to them, and that's what he did. Good-looking guy, good-looking D-man. And I learned really quickly he doesn't like ketchup chips. That might not make him a favorite on Coach Soupy's personal list, but Coach Soupy has a lot of nice things to say nonetheless. Coach Soupy could lick the bag. He could eat anything in ketchup, I can tell you. He'll eat a donut doused in ketchup. I never got into the phenomenon, but I know it's a Canadian thing, and Coach Soupy's trying to spread that on over to America, and I haven't bought on yet. Into the near corner. Now those Canadian butter tarts you got going on there, those are unbelievably good. But those are Chet Yoder diet plan killers. Along to the inboards, not much going on. Nobody cares about me, so I'll get back onto the ice. Fighting for it there is Hutchinson, thrown through the middle. Into the near half wall, shot blocked in front there by Akimov. That was a shot there by Peralt. Just a good press here by the IceRays. And now, trying to reset there is Hutchinson. To the far side, it goes to Emery. Now worked up ahead. And now played back out to center, intercepted there by Akimov. Akimov gains the blue line right side. He'll go ahead and chisel it in deep behind the IceRays zone. Play to the right point. Wide's a shot. Oh, that hit something in front. Went just wide of the IceRays net. To the far corner. Henrietto down low. Fighting forward into that far corner. Puck now touched back out to center. There by Reardon. Boy, it's been a good IceRays opening period. They have been able to create some problems for the Mudbugs and keep this a scoreless game with some grade A chances as well. Shots officially 10-7 in favor of the IceRays. Far side. Henrietto up off the stick of Litchard. And Biederman has it up off the skate of Litchard, who got in the way. Now Soderbaum scaled back out to center. And the puck walloped in there by Kempf. 90 seconds to go here in the opening period. Be sure to stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. We'll talk to Brent Litchard, the Mudbugs' 8th captain in the North American Hockey League run. Now along to the end boards, along that left side. And now a good stick there by Adams, and the puck is just pelted back into the Mudbug zone. Behind the Mudbugs net, down to a minute remaining in the opening period. Up off the far side boards. Touched at, and now taken there by Haldenby. Haldenby going to take it all the way back. Right side, up off the stick of Pewley. Into the far corner. And it is Peralt. And now the puck is flipped all the way down there by Misak. 20 seconds, one last rush for the Bugs. Hard check, and now a 2-on-1. The Mudbugs hurry. Here's Haldenby. Waits, flips one toward the net. And a blocker save made there by Volsky. 10 seconds to go. Mudbugs still have the puck in deep. In the IceRays zone, here's a chance if they hurry. Thrown down low, up off the stick, rebound chance, and a left pad save made there by Volsky. As getting robbed in front, there was Doyle. And a couple of great chances at the end of that opening period. No score, we've played 20. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219 4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show, joined by one of my favorites and Mudbugs captain, Brent Litchie. First of all, thanks for the time. Appreciate you joining us.
Yep. Thank you, Chet Yoder.
Thank you for coming on. And I mean, first things first, captain. You know, you're the 8th captain in this NAHL Bugs run. Talk about what that means to you. I know you've been a leader in previous teams. Talk about what that means for you.
Yeah, it's obviously a privilege, and it means the world to me, especially with this group and this organization. It's first class, so I'm just excited to try and help these guys out. And I know there's a lot of support around me and the coaching staff and the rest of the leadership group. And obviously, just because guys aren't wearing a letter doesn't mean they're not a leader. So I think we have a good group. I'm just excited to get going.
Talk about your summer. I mean, I know you probably got away from some hockey. I kind of kept up with everybody here, see how they were doing. How was your summer like? And talk about some of the stuff you did non-hockey related.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess I'll knock the hockey part out first. I think just focusing on getting stronger and faster a little bit, kind of getting away from the ice. I mean, you still skate, obviously, but kind of try and get stronger and just work on that. But in terms of away from hockey, I went up north a handful of times. That's always a good time. Then I went out to Utah to see Aiden Dixon, who I lived with here my first year, and that was pretty cool. Obviously, Western United States is kind of different from where I'm from, so we had a great time. Spent a week fly fishing, staying in a camper. My brother came with me, so that was a blast.
That's awesome. And then, of course, coming back in here, this is your 3rd camp, and camp can be, I don't want to call it boot campish, but it could be rigorous, and there'll be long days. There'll be stuff where you're running out in the field, doing stairs. For the 3rd time around, was it more of that like, we're doing this again, or was it different? Was it a different experience for you, and how did your camp go?
I mean, it's a little different because you know what to expect. I feel like you can come in a little bit more prepared in terms of what they look for in the physical testing and stuff like that. But you're excited to see the new guys, excited to see the returners. Obviously, it's been a long summer without them, so as much as you want to get the season going, it is good to see the guys back at camp and see what new talent you have for the team.
And then you look at where this team was now. Do you think they're better, this group now, maybe than last year's team?
It's hard to say. I mean, we had a really good team last year, and I think we're going to have a really good team again this year. I mean, obviously, without playing any games and without having too much structure yet within our team, within our practices, it's truthfully hard to say how good of a team we're going to have. But from what we've seen and amongst us returners and just talking about it, like, we have a lot of good new guys here, and we're pretty happy with our returning group too. So I don't think there's going to be any issues with that. Obviously, if we can imply what the coaches are giving us, I think we're going to be in a good spot.
You talked about how good last year's team was, and a guy that I talked to here and there is Ryan Burke, and he had that great year, 63 points, a guy that, of course, you had a lot of work with, a lot of chemistry with. He expects a big year out of you. He's anticipating it. When I look at that 63-point season of his, I'd look at a guy like you or maybe Kyan Haldenby or somebody who can maybe come up there, maybe beat that. Is it maybe like a little friendly competition there? Hey, look, I might be able to do it.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some friendly competition there. You obviously don't want to look too much at points, because points don't always necessarily mean you're playing the right way. But I am a big believer if you are playing the right way, you're going to get points. So as much as that kind of sounds opposite of each other, I think just focus on playing the right way and playing hard, and the points will come.
You did a little hunting. I always keep up with, really, it's more of Drew Lewis's weekly texts. He lets me know how the guys are doing. I think you smoked a hog or something. That was a big one. Is there any meat left on that baby? And talk about, your hunting, and that's something you like to do when you get away from hockey, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty big hog. Definitely going to be meat to go around for a while with that one. But hunting is something that I do in my free time, even when I'm back home in Michigan. It's more than just something I like. It's a hobby that I spend a lot of time, learning about and trying to get better at, just like hockey, honestly. So it's nice to have the setup that I have in my billet house and be able to do that in my free time and kind of get away from hockey and just get some peace of mind from time to time.
What's your favorite animal to hunt?
Probably turkeys.
Really?
Yeah, the turkey hunting is pretty tough down here too. I haven't been successful, but it's a good challenge, and just being able to kind of almost communicate with an animal in the way and kind of fool them a little bit. It's just a cool experience.
Do you like to eat turkey too?
Yeah, eating it is part of the best part. I mean, it's part of the best part about killing any animal is eating it. But yeah, turkey meat's excellent.
Now, something different this go around is you got some more roommates. You had a little bit of your own time. You kind of had your free space last year. This year a little bit different. You got a couple of guys, and Drew Lewis described them as shredded, scary looking, and jacked. Was that accurate to describe your roommates?
That might be a little over the top.
Okay. He can be over the top, Drew Lewis.
They're muscular dudes. They're in shape, and they're good hockey players too. And yeah, it's different having three guys in a room again. But I did it my first year, so it's it's nothing I haven't done before. I can't say I didn't like being by myself. I did, but they fit in great. They're great kids, so we've had a good time so far.
Are those two becoming as lovable as Dixie and Lavassier are concerned?
It's a little early to say that. I have a great relationship with those two guys, so it wouldn't be fair for me to quite give them that title yet. But no, like I said, they're great guys, and we've gotten along really well.
What's the biggest thing that you feel you need to work on and get better for this final season now as a Mudbug?
I just think your conditioning is never perfect. Like it always can get better, and I think that's been a big issue with me. Not necessarily an issue, but just something that could always be better is my conditioning. So we've been a few of us have been putting in a little extra work, doing stairs, extra skating at the end of practice, just trying to do whatever we can to be as conditioned as possible, because I think ultimately if you're not in shape, everything else in your game falls too. So I think just working on the conditioning, staying strong obviously is important. It's easy to kind of get away from working out over the season because you're tired or whatnot, but it's important to kind of push through and keep working out and maintain that strength, if not even get stronger. So I think that's the biggest thing, just staying conditioned and getting stronger.
Coach Soupy invited me to tennis racket baseball, a game that you guys were doing on team bonding. I politely declined. I didn't want to get anybody's way or make me look more foolish than I probably do. Talk about that activity and stuff like that can really kind of bring a team together.
Yeah, it's a great team bonding activity. Obviously, the culture of your team is very important. And obviously, from the get-go, we've been trying to imply that, just getting everyone close and making everyone friendly with each other, which it's been easy so far. We have a good group of guys, but yeah, that tennis baseball is it's a trip. I mean, it's different, and you're kind of all in it together. It's not necessarily easy by any means, and my team actually lost 17-0, so it wasn't a good day for my team, but it's part of the fun. You get a good laugh out of it and kind of talk to guys who maybe you haven't got to talk to yet, and just kind of get close with them and let them know that you're a friend to them and make them feel welcome. So it was good.
Coach Soupy's described this leadership group as a kind of a GQ class. Probably very Coach Soupy-like. Talk about Foster Nichols, Seth Murch, and Kyan Haldenby. You mentioned, what Haldenby provides, but the guys on the back end. Murch and Foster, a couple of guys who were here last year. For Foster, this is his third year. Talk about this overall leadership group and what's your impression of it?
Yeah, I just think it's experience, right? I mean, Murchie's obviously played a few years in the league and some in Maine and a little bit here last year. Foster's been around. He had an older brother who's obviously did a great job as a captain and just a player here in the last 3 years. But I think those guys just bring experience. They're great guys. Obviously, they're friends to everyone, which is important. They make guys feel welcome, and obviously on the ice, they're both very good players. So I think when you combine both of those good people and good players, guys who work hard and work the right way and kind of just go about their life doing things the right way, that's how I describe those guys and held them be as well. I think it's a pretty sound leadership group. Obviously, you can talk about us as hockey players, but more importantly, I think we got a good group of people.
How much did Hayden Nickel and Liam Fleet, a couple of captains last year, kind of help teach you the ropes a little bit?
Yeah, I think the same thing can be said about Steeler too. You just try and soak in as much as you can from those guys and just kind of see how they do things. And obviously, they're captains, but they're just like you in a way too. They're here to have a good time and have fun and just do things the right way. And I think that's the biggest thing with them is they just did things the right way.
This last question, I apologize for asking, but he told me to ask you, how much do you miss Logan Haru?
Oh man, that's a good question. I wouldn't expect anything less from him, but yeah, no, I miss him. We definitely had a unique friendship. It was definitely up and down. I'd say it was more down our first year. Didn't get along too great, but no, we
That's why he told me to ask you.
we got better last year, and yeah, I obviously hope he's doing well at Ferris.
I think he looks pretty good in that Ferris State jersey. What about you?
Yeah, he needs a new haircut. But other than that, he looks pretty good.
That's Brent Litchard, Mudbugs captain. We appreciate the time and good luck the rest of the way.
Yep. Thank you, Chad Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. No score after one period of play. Second period coming up, and it is brought to you by DeFata and Associates. Risk analysis and investigative analysis services. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to defatapi.com. A good-looking crowd had an entertaining opening period, but nobody could find the back of the twine. Mudbugs now will skate from right to left, and you'd have to think that first period kind of like a first date, kind of feeling each other out, but they felt each other out pretty good. I mean, they had some close-ups and in-depth personal moments with a couple of breakaway stops from Goich. Most notably, he had the more stress saves. But he was able to keep it out in what is a good sign for Goich as he is entering his last season as a Mudbug. Both teams 0 for 1 on the man advantage. I'm Chet Yoder, coming to you live from George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. So glad to have you with us. A lot of new names, a lot of new faces. Face-off tied up and won there by the IceRays. Ooh, hard hit there. That was Cam Smith who delivered a little shoulder on Kempf. Into the far corner, now taken there by Ranstrom. He'll go to the near side there to Soderbaum. Puck floated, held in there by Pewley, and Pewley will pelt it into that far corner. Taken there by Haldenby. Haldenby tried to get it to the right point, now played back out to center, one-on-one. Here comes Biederman. Dropped into the near corner. Handled there. Shot off the stick of Kempf. That was tied up there by Smith. And now the Mudbugs have numbers. 3-1 if they hurry. Far circle. Waiting. Might have waited just a second. Too much there was Pewley. And it's played back out to center. Into the near side. Murch will go ahead and gunsling it into the IceRays zone. Along to the near corner. Played to the right side there to Kempf. Kempf, cross-ice pass, and the puck now just wamboozled back into the Mudbug zone there by Ranstrom. Well, you expected opening night to be a little bit slow, maybe, but this has been fast-paced. Shot there from the near corner by Valdez is patted away there by Goich. Played back out to center. Into the or IceRays zone, rather. Ooh, hard check there by Litchard. Now played to the right point. Settled in across there to Wise. Wise fired toward the net, looking for a redirector. Nobody was there, and Henrietto. Henrietto now down low, up off the stick of Litchard. Henrietto from Illinois. Wonder how close that is to Homer Glenn. Played around in the near corner. Shot, tough angle save made there by Volsky. And he does make it, though, on a shot there by Litchard from the near corner. Almost a couple of minutes gone by here in the middle frame, brought to you by DeFata and Associates. Now far side. Puck ricocheted back out to center. And now played back into the near side. That's Misak. He'll throw it back to his blue line. Far side, intercepted there by Nickel, and he'll thread it back into the IceRays zone. Nickel playing in front of his mom who made the trip, and she'll be, from what I'm hearing, back with us in Minnesota as well. Of course, he is the brother of Hayden Nickel. His dad, the longtime NHLer Scotty Nickel. I'm sure tuned in some way, shape, or form. Into the far corner, hard hit. And thrown down there was Nickel, played back out to center. Boy, Nickel got in deep as a blue liner. That's something about this blue line that the Mudbugs have this season. Very offensive driven. That's good, but you got to take care of your other end as well. And that'll be the big test that Coach Soupy was talking about before the game when I was speaking to him. Hard hit as Seminara able to slap it in to the IceRays zone. Up off the far side window, takes an awkward bounce in front, and it's handled there by Soderbaum. And now far corner, that's Seminara. He'll go ahead and just knock it in behind the IceRays net. Near side, that's the right side. That's Misak. Misfired on the pass, and it goes all the way down for icing on the IceRays. 3.5 gone by here in the middle frame. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. So glad to have you with us for Mudbugs hockey opening night. Want to remind our Mudbugs fans that season tickets are still on sale for the 2024-2025 season. Limited seats are available. Go ahead and give us a call at 318-636-7094. Miss Kimberly Jacks can take great care of you, our wonderful director of ticket sales. Just email Kimberly at mudbugshockey.com. Group rates as well apply for all Mudbugs games. Get 10 or more. It's $10 a ticket. That's the lowest price to bring out a group to watch your favorite hockey team in Shreveport. He's off. One there by the Bugs. Far corner shot. Tough save made there by Volsky. And now we got a whistle. And it looks like we got a penalty coming up. No, it was touched by a high stick. That's what Haldenby, he did not like that call one bit. So that faceoff's going to go all the way back into the Mudbug zone. Face off to the right of Volsky. And the IceRays win it. Or to the right of Goich, rather. And Goich makes the stop. As Ranstom sailed one toward the net from the left point. Big hello to the Hutchinson family. Tuning tonight from East Lansing, Michigan. I heard that's one of the great destinations in Michigan. I know Lansing's a fun time. I haven't been there, but everybody tells me if you're a party animal, you go to Michigan State. If you're books and academics, you go to Michigan. I wasn't a school guy. That's why I'm doing this, so I would go to Michigan State. Playing back out to center. Maybe the Hutchinson family can give me more insight on that. That's just what I hear. Into the far corner it goes. Tie up to the right of Goich. I hear that from our Michigan Mudbugs. Not much going on as we just got the scrum going on along the wall. Litchard's in there trying to clean up some work there and get some space out. Now spun around behind the Bucks net. Play to the right point, settled down there by Soderbaum as he's able to sling a puck in deep. Now a shot stick save made there by Goich. Henrietto now along the end boards. And now Murray tried to grab it, but he lost possession. Henrietto was trying to get his stick. Now along to the far corner. Henrietto got a piece of it, and now Corpus across, fired, score. That was Kuznetsov off a perfect feed from the right wing circle, and Corpus Christi has the game's first goal. Boy, Kuznetsov off an easy feed from Troy Pelton, and the IceRays strike first. The goal comes at 4:54 of the middle period. Kuznetsov gets the goal on the IceRays' 13th shot of the game. An easy feed from Sobush, rather, at 4:53. IceRays 1, the Mudbugs nothing. Here comes Boucher. Tried to find the far post and it went just wide. Now right point shot, swallowed up there by Volsky, who is getting quite comfortable between the pipes for the IceRays. The IceRays 1, the Mudbugs nothing. Face off, far circle. The IceRays have it. The puck now skipped up ahead onto the stick of Valdez. Along to the inboards. Now played around that far side boards in front of the IceRays bench. Now along the near side, that's Murch. And we'll throw it through the middle. It'll carry him in deep into the IceRays zone. Through the middle. Far side, up ahead. IceRays have a chance. Here's Reardon. Drives one toward the net. Kick save made there by Gorch. Another shot toward the net. Hit a body in front. It deflects into the protective netting. Yeah. 6:09 gone by here in the second period. The IceRays 1, the Mudbugs nothing. Far side, that's Hutchinson. We'll take a U-turn back. Well, the Mudbugs trying to wake up this packed house. Oh, and Aaron Bounce gets in front, but Halsky able to scamper on back. Wise taken there by Haldenby. Haldenby into the near corner. Gets bumped off the puck. Smith around that far side boards. Hutchinson's got it. Right point, sent toward the net. And that one whistled wide, and it gets back out to center. Pewley along to the far side there to Hutchinson. Could not find the tape of Haldenby. But the Mudbugs fire one toward the net from the far circle there by, I believe that was Pewley, and it went wide. Cam Smith trying to get one in deep. Played up ahead behind Cranky, and it goes in deep in the Mudbug zone. Oh no! Goich didn't know where it was! A yawning net, and they score! That was Reardon. Boy, Goich was looking to his right, the puck was to his left, and the IceRays get an easy one there, and that's one Goich wants back. IceRays 2, the Mudbugs nothing. That one fooled Goich, and badly, I might add. Wow. Boy, Reardon with a yawning net, and he did not miss. And the IceRays have extended their lead to 2-0. Reardon's first of the season from Cranky, and Matthias Soderbaum, the one that fooled Goich, and quite badly there. I think he looked the other way, and I think he heard something along his right side, had his whole body turned, and it was Reardon who rammed it in. Corpus Christi on top, 2-0. Far side, spun around, end boards. Along that far corner, Corpus keeps it in, and now played back out over to Henrietta. Takes a hard hit through the middle. Boy, gets run down to the ice there by Perrault. Puck goes on net. Goich wants to cover it up and slow this down with 11:34 remaining here in the second. And we'll take a break. It's the IceRays 2, the Mudbugs nothing. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Want to remind our Mudbugs fans that Mudbugs hockey is brought to you by O'Neill Gas Energy. We'll bring you the O'Neill Gas Energy player of the game after tonight's game. Mudbugs hockey also brought to you by Porter's, delivering the difference for Mudbugs hockey. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years, providing floor mats, uniforms, and facility services for your company. Honoring our hometown hero here at George's Pond in front of a standing ovation. Another awesome scene and probably one of our favorite moments of the game. Mudbugs are going to have to find some big moments in this game as they're down by a pair. Face off to the left of Goich. Oh, boy, toward the net. That one changed direction. That was a good stick save made there by Goich. Long to the far corner. Out of the near side, touched up ahead, up off the skate, taken through the middle. Here's Emery. Emery, right point. He'll go ahead and rail it in. Mudbugs got to start pushing here. And now Akimov thrown in front. That one got blocked. Now back up top, waiting. Nickel fires one toward the net. That one hit off a body in front and then off the pad of Volsky, who's got the shutout going almost midway through this contest. Into the near corner it goes, thrown in front, and it's taken there by Akimov. Akimov has it, right side. Akimov lugs it up ahead. Penalty looks like it's coming up as Parichka has it, and we will get the infraction as we will have a power play and a much-needed one for Mudbugs hockey. .10:47 to go. Far corner now to the right point. To Litchard. Litchard has it thrown toward the net. That one deflected into the far corner, held in there by Doyle. He drills it across to the left point there to Litchard. Boy, this feels like a must score for the Bugs. Smith, Cam Smith to the right point there to Doyle. Doyle yanks it around there to Litchard. Now drop down low there to Haldenby. Haldenby waits. Haldenby into the near corner, goes off the stick of Pewley. Now along to the far corner. Kuznetsov in for holding as the IceRays able to clobber it out of play. IceRays 2, the Mudbugs nothing. 1:23 remaining on this Scott Powerline power play. Face-off tied up. One there by the Bugs. They have it thrown across. Deeb's got it. Deeb now played back to the point. Waiting. That's Hutchinson. Hutchinson waits. Thrown across. Hammered toward the net there by Deeb. Bite a hit off of Akimov's stick. It was stopped there nonetheless by Volsky, who's been quite impressive this evening. The IceRays 2, the Mudbugs nothing. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. The puck fired all the way down there by Cranky. Down to a minute remaining on this power play, the second of the night for the Bugs. Hutchinson drop back, far side. There to Deeb. He gets it in deep, not cleanly. Now poked at. Back the other way. Here comes Cranky. And now across. Taken away. Near circle. Here's Pelton. Pelton thrown toward the net. Pad save made there by Goich. Down to 30 seconds remaining. Near side. Up off the stick of Akimov. And now Hutchinson has it. He'll glide on back and spirit it back in. Akimov to the far corner. Waiting. Thrown in front. Pinballing around. And Mudbugs hold the zone. That's Doyle. Got to hurry up. Doyle. Play to the right point. Settled down now into the far corner. Thrown back up top. Fired toward the net, and he shot it wide. That was Deeb. He had a great look at it, and that'll do it for the man advantage. All the way out of the net. Here comes Kuznetsov. He's all alone. Kuznetsov, a backhander. He scores. How backbreaking that must be for Mudbugs hockey to come up empty on the power play, and it's Kuznetsov who slides it in. 5-hole on Goich. Mudbugs down 3-0 with 8:38 to go in the second. Boy, Kuznetsov's second of the night. Now a fight toward the net. Mudbugs trying to whack one in. Now played back up top. Fired toward the net there by Adams. Gets blocked. And boy, the IceRays in full control this game after Kuznetsov able to grab that puck through midair coming out of the penalty box and had a breakaway. And on the long change, he's able to tuck one in along the 5-hole of Goich. Boy, the pass had a lot of muster on it from Andrew Hayek, who gets the only assist at 11:21. All the way down, Wise behind his own net. Over to Murch. Murch chips it up ahead. Haldenby far side. Spun around Wise. Smith trying to fight for it. Now through the middle. Mudbugs have time in this game, but they're going to have to use every bit of it to claw the mountain. With 7.5 to go here in the second, they're down 3-0. And Volsky has looked as sharp as he can be sporting a shutout tonight. Oh, somebody went down, delayed penalty call. And this is a Mudbugs power play for Biederman in for high sticking. It's just 2 minutes, but the Mudbugs need this one as bad as ever. Brent Litchard having some spirited words toward the official, and that was not a pleasant conversation for the Mudbugs captain. Well, the Mudbugs need something to wake up that bench. Shot toward the net. And that was a shot there by Perichka, and it went wide of the IceRays net. Perichka, who missed some time last year to have to play hockey and back home. Primed and ready to go this evening and this season. Into the near corner. Battling for it. Behind the IceRays net. That's Deeb. Played back to the right point. Waiting. Hutchinson. Thrown to the left point now by Akimov. And the puck intercepted there by Cranky, and he'll crank it all the way down. All the way along to the end boards. $1:10 remaining on the third power play of the night, brought to you by Scott Powerline. Along the middle, that's Hutchinson. Pass errant of Litchard. 2-on-0. Here's Pelton across. And that one trying to feed Sobush. That was bouncing on top of his stick. And the Mudbugs dodged a huge bullet there. That could have been the final dagger. And now, through the middle. Good dance move there by Pewley to Smith. Over to Litchard. Thrown toward the net. Didn't get much on it. In front. Fired it wide. Had every bit of it there by Pewley, and it got the glass. Along to the far half wall. Handled there by Doyle. Doyle across. Litchard smokes one toward the net. Left pad save. Made there by Volsky. And the puck is spanked all the way down. Mudbugs, one last rush here. Down to 15 seconds remaining in it. Through the middle. Dropped off. There to Emery. Got to get used to Emery being number 17. I might have to have a discussion with him about that. Along the far side, Akimov, far corner, waiting. Time about to be out. It is. Back up top. Watch out. Emery couldn't hold it. And the Mudbugs, a disappointing 0 for 3 on the man advantage. And they are down 0-3 in this game. Down to 5 minutes remaining here in the second. Well, the Mudbugs just trying to get some personnel changes here. This crowd getting a little antsy. Now Wise to the left side there to Seminara. He'll work it through the middle. Dropped off, and the puck is just lunged in deep there by Nickel. Along to the far corner. Up ahead. Now intercepted. Turnaround shot there by McKay got blocked. And now it is taken there by Tedestet. The talented IceRays team playing the Mudbugs tough as Kemp wrists a shot toward the net. Stick save made there by Goich. And now back the other way. Here comes McKay. McKay waits. McKay. High slot. McKay fires one toward the net. Got blocked. Back the other way. Reardon with a burst of speed. Trying to get around Merge. Shot toward the net. Fought off there by Goich. Turnaround shot. Another save made there by Goich as Reardon was trying to catch him napping along that far post. Looks like a penalty's coming up. It looks like it's interference. And it's going against the IceRays. Boy, the IceRays giving the Mudbugs every chance to get back in this game. The question is, do the Mudbugs want it? .349 to go here in the second period. Face off. to the left of Goich, or rather, check that, Volsky. Face off. One there by the Bugs. Behind the net. Here's Litchard, played back up top to Doyle. Doyle near half wall there to Litchard. Litchard thrown back up top, and it comes out of the zone. Played back out to center, and Michael Hill getting antsy behind that Mudbugs bench. He knows that these opportunities are not just going to come left and right, even though they have come left and right in these last 5-6 minutes. Now far circle, here's Litcher, fired toward the net. That was shafted away there by Volsky. Along to the near half wall, into the near corner, tied up. And spun around, and the puck is just dumped all the way down there by Sobush. Down to $1:08 remaining. Here's a chance. Here's Deeb coming in, fired toward the net. Oh, he shot it wide. Deeb had a good look as the IceRays came off the ice a little bit too early. I got to get that puck in deep more. Along to the near corner. Tied up now. Deeb waits. Played back up top. Fired toward the net. Sticked away there by Volsky as Doyle put one on net. And now Akimov. Far half wall. Dropped on back. Looked like it was held in there by Doyle. As the puck is twisted but not out. Held in there by Doyle. Over to Deeb. Deeb waits. Deeb thrown across. And it was bodied away. And the puck is slapped all the way down. 15 seconds remaining here on this man advantage. Hutchinson a shot, deflected on, and it's a right pad save made there by Volsky. Played back up top to Litchard. Across now, far half wall, on over, through the middle. And that was Haldenby who was looking for a chance. Now the Mudbugs are a disappointing 0 for 4 on the man advantage. They have had quite a few chances in this game. Near side, Reardon. Able to keep it in the corner. Squib it back up top. Shot blocked in front. That was a shot from the right point there by Peralt. Far side, Seminara. Bodies it in deep behind the IceRays net. Thrown in front, bouncing puck. And it's now taken there by Reardon. Reardon, go ahead and lobs it in to the near corner. And now Nichols got it behind his own net. Down to a minute remaining in this second that has seen the IceRays score 3 times. A pair by Stepan Kuznetsov, the story in this game. Behind the IceRays net. Mudbugs are going to need a big third period as Murch off the stick of Wade. And now behind the IceRays net. Up off the stick, shot toward the net, hit the post. And that was a stick now. Henrietto tried to center Perichka and now played up ahead. Oh boy, Cranky across. IceRays got some numbers, thrown across, tipped in front. That was Kuznetsov looking for the hat trick. And now along to the near corner, deep, and pile drived in deep, and that'll do it for the period. The IceRays with goals by Stepan Kuznetsov at 4:53 and 11:21. And then Will Reardon able to get the game's first goal. Pushing and shoving now after the whistle. This one getting a little testy. Some headlocks going on. And that'll do it for the period. Stick around for the second intermission show. Brought to you by Sonic Drive-In. This is Howie Sonic. IceRays 3, Mudbugs nothing. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey, Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. We're joined by one of my good friends and one of our most dearest corporate partners of the Shreveport Mudbugs hockey squad. We can't do it without him. Dr. Emil Janu from Sterling Dental Center. Doctor, thanks for the time. We do appreciate you coming on.
Well, thanks, Chad. I appreciate it. I'm always glad to be a part of anything that's involved with Shreveport and especially athletics, and I'm glad to be able to do it.
Just talk about how things are going at Sterling Dental Center.
Well, Sterling is growing as you would like to. We are now open on Fridays, and that's going to be an ongoing process. We're kind of in that experimental phase right now, where we're just open in the mornings right now from 9 to 1, but we're hoping to get it to 8 to 5 and treat it as a normal day. We are always working on our techniques and any new science that's out there in technology. We're always trying to improve ourselves and stay current with the current technology.
I guess every dentist is different. Can you talk about some of the services that you provide patients at Sterling Dental Center?
Well, we're going to cover every basic procedure that any general dentist can do, from a cleaning to a full exam, that's accompanied with your cleaning. X-rays, we're going to be able to read, X-rays, find any cavities on X-rays, that type of stuff. But we also do, we are offering right now Invisalign at our office, as well as implant placement too. So it's kind of a one-stop shop. Now, of course, not every case is going to be able to be treated that way. You got to have, you got to meet these specific requirements, because sometimes that's what specialists, are for, as more complicated things. But, look, we do fillings, root canals, extractions, crowns, bridges, partials, dentures, basically your normal services. But we are doing Invisalign cases and implant placement and restoration.
You've been doing this for quite a while. You seem to enjoy it a lot. Every time I come here, it's a great atmosphere, especially with the girls. What's the best part of the job?
Best part of the job is when you actually change somebody's outlook on life.
So that can happen?
Yeah. I mean, you have somebody who comes in and say, I don't smile in pictures. I hide in the back in pictures. I don't talk with my mouth open. I kind of, and they come in and you come up with a treatment plan, and it might take a couple years to get everything done, but when it's finally done and you have a start picture and an end picture, and they start crying in your chair because their outlook on life is different now. All they want to do is go smile and laugh and be in pictures, as compared to 3 years prior, and they wanted nothing to do with it. I think it's transformational. It really is, and that's one thing that you could have the worst day, and then you get that one person, and you're like, okay, this is why I do my job.
We're talking to Dr. Emil Janeau from Sterling Dental Center, one of our corporate partners of Mudbugs Hockey. I'm one of those kind of OCD guys. I'm a broadcaster. I'm around a lot of people. I shake hands, kiss babies. I try to brush my teeth as often as possible, floss as often as possible, use mouthwash as often as possible. But your theory is you don't have to get too crazy, as maybe some would advise. You just have to be smart about it and do it, a certain amount of times a day.
Right. Ultimately, your goal is to brush twice a day, floss once a day. I am not opposed to more.
Which I do.
Right. There's nothing, unless you're being super aggressive with it where you're actually causing damage to your teeth, which can happen. But as long as you're doing twice a day and flossing once a day, studies prove that you're going to be in a good realm. Now, there's caveats to that too, because some people come in and they say, I brush every day or twice a day. What is going on? Well, you're not brushing right.
Okay.
So that's why it's always wise to get with your hygienist. If you're having any questions, and be like, show me how to brush right. Show me how to floss right, because there are ways to brush and floss right. And if you are not doing it correctly, you're not doing any good.
Right. Now, you have 4 girls at home. Is this something you go through with them? They must be masters of their craft by now.
So believe it or not, I still check each one of their. Yeah, that's me. I'm going to do that
as a dad, not only as a doctor.
Right, but and the thing is that teeth are my thing. So I'm like I'm gonna stay on top of it, but. My 5-year-old can brush by herself. My 4-year-old can too. She chooses not to because she's the baby and everybody does it for her. But the twins, they're great. They all know what they're doing and know what they're looking for. And that's a key thing. I mean, it's like where to brush, how to brush.
Now, one thing that I picked up from one of your assistants was that I was brushing too hard, and maybe everything else looked good, but my gums might have been a little bit more weaker. So I went ahead and changed from not a manual toothbrush to an electric toothbrush. Is there a preference that one better than the other? I know you have an electric toothbrush as well. Is that something that maybe you recommend for people in general, or do you think it's case by case?
I think it's case by case, because I have both. I have I have a manual and an automatic toothbrush. I have I have like I have a Sonicare, and then I also just have a normal, regular, run-of-the-mill toothbrush. But I also know that I'm not going to apply too much pressure and get some recession or get some of those sensitive areas along your gum lines, because studies show that in the first 30 seconds of brushing is when you exert the most amount of force. A lot of people just stick the toothbrush in the mouth, put it on the side of their teeth, and go. And as a result, you get recession, and basically you're brushing away part of your tooth. So that's where the sensitivity comes from. So I think it's a product of your own environment, how you're doing at home, how you're brushing. A lot of people are super aggressive brushers, and all they want is a hard toothbrush, when those should never ever be made. I mean, ultimately, all you want is a soft, bristled toothbrush. But Sonicares are great. Oral-B's are great. It's all, as I said, it's all dependent upon what works for you? How do you do with this? And are you an aggressive brusher? Ask your hygienist. They'll be able to tell you. Ask your dentist. He will be able to tell you. Come see me. I'll be able to tell you. It's one of those things. It's you'll see certain markers, and you're like, hey, you probably need to switch to a mechanical toothbrush. Why? Because you're being too aggressive, and the mechanical toothbrush takes that out of your hands, and it just does it for you. So, needless to say, it's a situational type of thing.
Before I let you go, I mean, a big thing for a lot of people is people don't always have dental insurance. That's a big thing. It's a problem because I think people are maybe scared to go to the dentist, thinking it's going to cost a fortune just for an exam, X-rays, and all that. But you have a way of helping those people get treated.
Right. Well, besides the ability we do accept care credit, which it's kind of like a credit card for insurance, and we do accept that. We also offer an in-house membership club where people can come in, and if they don't have insurance, they can join our membership club. And there's certain perks. There's 2 free cleanings a year, and then there's also 20% off your treatment and stuff like that. But it's at a monthly cost. But it's our membership club, and it's got some really good perks to it.
Has that grown since you started that?
Exponentially. It's amazing how many people don't have insurance, and
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and they come in and they're like, look, I don't have insurance. What can you do for me? And you're like, okay.
You never want to turn anybody away.
Right. And the biggest thing is, look, you take care of the worst stuff first. And as you progress, and if you haven't been in a while, it's not a big deal anymore. Look, we're going to take care of the worst stuff first. And as you come in, each visit gets easier and easier and easier. And then by the time your treatment's completed, then you're just on recall. It's just every 6 months, boom, boom, boom. And okay, so you come in, you get all your work done. In a year and a half, you get one small new cavity. That's not a big deal compared to when you came in, 2 years prior, you had to have 2 root canals. And so it's a process. But yeah, so worst stuff first is always your main priority. But being able to offer that in-house membership program is really, it's a nice thing to be able to offer to patients, just because it really is. It's a shame how many people don't have coverage, and look, there's not an easy way to say it. I mean, but it's with technology and products and everything. I mean, we've gotten expensive, and it's not for it. I mean, look, I'm providing the service, and I would be like, I couldn't do this without help.
Sure.
So I get it,
That's Dr. Emil Janou from Sterling Dental Center, proud corporate partner of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. You can give him a call if you want to make an appointment at 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. If you give him a call, they got the most friendliest staff. The atmosphere is unbelievable. Every time I come here, it feels like I'm not fearing going to the dentist. I think people kind of feel that. But this is a fun-loving atmosphere. I mean, I think people should be a little more upbeat about going to the dentist, other than that stigma, right?
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, everybody comes in there like, I hate you, and I'm like, well, I like you too. But yeah, it's just not as scary as it used to be. Medicine is great. I mean, that's why we use it. There are so many procedures in terms of how to relieve anxiety, but it is, man. I mean, I have lots of people who come in who our age haven't been in 15 years. Yep. Because they went as a kid.
I was one of those people.
And you have that one experience, and then you are just, it's like, you're concreted in. You can't do it. But yeah, look, it's nothing that it used to be anymore. As I said, technology is amazing. Drugs are amazing, and that's what you learn how to do. As a result, you get a lot more positive experience and a lot more happier patients.
As Dr. Emil Janu, thank you for your corporate partnership with the Mudbugs. We couldn't do it without you, and thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it, buddy.
We'll be back with more after these messages in the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
We are looking for a winner. Where's
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. IceRays 3, the Mudbugs nothing. Goals by Stepan Kuznetsov at 4:53, Will Weirden at 7:08, and Kuznetsov again at 11:21 has given the IceRays a 3-0 edge. Third period coming up, and it's brought to you by Centerpoint. Your third period sponsor, brought to you by Centerpoint Energy. You know what's below. Call 811 to locate buried utilities at least 2 days before digging any project. Centerpoint Energy, a proud partner of Mudbugs hockey. Stick around for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. Don't drink the water, try our margaritas today. Nicky's Mexican Restaurant, a proud partner of Mudbugs hockey. The story tonight, the Mudbugs 0 for 4 on the man advantage. That's got to be disappointing, but the IceRays quite opportunistic, and they have themselves a 3-0 edge. Mudbugs will skate from right to left, and they have their work cut out for them. Boy, the Mudbugs got to push the issue here. They're going to have to take some chances. Emery to take the draw at center ice. And he ties it up and he wins it. I mean, that's a good sign for the Bugs. Doyle's got it. Oh, there was penalties at the end of that period between Merch and Kuznetsov, so we'll skate 4-on-4, a little open ice for both teams. You know who that always favors? That always favors the team down, because they need some open ice to work with. Here comes Cam Smith. His billet dad, Drew Lewis, described him as a Greek god. Well, he's going to need to have some Greek god powers to lead this team back. A shot, score. Boy, what an individual effort back the other way from Valdez. He rattles in from the near circle, and that beats Goich along the blocker side. Boy, that is an impressive goal from Valdez, and the IceRays lead 4-0. And Corpus Christi picks up where they left off in the second. Boy, and that might be as deflating as it gets, just a minute or less than a minute into the third. If there's any consolation, the Mudbugs have had some bad season openers, including one here back in the 2017-2018 season when they got shut out by the Lone Star Baramas 3-0 in that game. And they went on to win the Robertson Cup and went on to be one of the best teams at home that season. But this IceRays team giving the Mudbugs a lot of fits right now, as Foster Nickel cannot corral the pass, taken there by Reardon. He'll whip it in down low behind the Bugs net. Backhand centering feed. Turnaround fire toward the net there by Cranky, and it's gloved down there by Goich, who's still in this game. Almost a couple of minutes gone by here in the third. The IceRays 4, the Mudbugs nothing. Face-off tied up. And one there by the Bugs. Haldenby. And the Bugs skating 5-on-5 now. Here's Doyle. Thrown off the skate of Haldenby. And it's worked back out to center. When the Mudbugs have opened their season at home, they are 1-1. They won like I said, they lost that one back in the 2017-2018 season. They won their opener against these IceRays back in the 2018-2019 season. So not a lot to take after one game, but I wouldn't want to be around the Mudbug locker room if this score stands up. And I wouldn't put it past Coach Soupy to maybe throw in a practice on a Sunday afternoon or a Sunday morning. He's done it before, and he'll do it again if he's not happy with his team effort. Mudbugs just need some kind of shot in the arm. To the near side, up off the stick of Akimov. And now taken there by Valdez up ahead. Here's Biederman. Tried to bolt the shot on net. It got blocked. The clock now, the worst enemy for the Mudbugs right now, as we are almost 3.5 in to the third period. Face-off will come at center ice. The Mudbugs trail this game 4-0. Boy, this crowd looks stunned, and I don't blame them. They don't lose very much in this building, and they do not like getting schooled the way they're getting. And here's a chance on a break. Wired, scores! It's Seminara as he powers one in, and the Mudbugs are on the board. When they needed it most, it's the big rig who was able to fire one in. The IceRays 4, the Mudbugs 1. And boy, that's got to feel good for that Mudbugs bench, and it gives them just a little belief that maybe they can do this. Broken play. And Andrew Seminara wins the pool of the first Mudbug to score this season. The goal comes at 3:49 of the third. The IceRays 4, the Mudbugs 1. Boy, Seminara got every bit of it. And at the very least, Volsky's shutout is over. Seminara from Deeb and Lichard once again at 3:48 of the third. Face off. Tied up and won there by the Bugs. They have it now. And maybe this Mudbug crowd can help get this team energized. Near side. That's Nickel. Take a U-turn back behind the Bugs net. Deeb and Litchard for Seminara's first. Held in there by Wise. Wise rips one toward the net. And boy, that might have rung off the post behind Volsky. And it ricochets out of play. .37 remaining here in the third. Face-off tied up, one there by the IceRays. Now through the middle, over to Tedestedt. Tedestedt's got it. Into the near corner. Backhander toward the net. That was stopped there by Goich. The whistle was blown. Boy, there was hacking and whacking going on from Cranky. As he was quite cranky once the whistle got blown. Shots 25-21 in favor of the IceRays. 4-1 game in favor of Corpus Christi. Face-off one there by the Mudbugs. They bounce it off the far side boards and now play it on back. That's Murch through the middle. Emery rolls it through the middle. Taken there by Akimov. Akimov tied up there with Tedestedt. Now along the near side. Played off the far side boards. Boy, Mudbugs, you got to think they got to get one more within the next 5 minutes to really have any kind of realistic chance. Back the other way, fired toward the net. Save made there by Goich. His helmet got popped off. Pushing and shoving after the whistle. Face off to the left of Goich. Still in this game, 5:09 gone by in the third. Boy, Seminara energizing the Mudbugs here with his first of the year. Now a discussion going on here on the scorekeeping table. Gives us a moment to wish a very happy birthday to former Mudbugs netminder Elliot Seguin Lescredibeau. Bon anniversaire. I missed that guy. That was a good Mudbug right there. And a happy birthday to Ryan Peterson, our scorekeeper down below. Now puck in deep into the Corpus Christi zone. Play back up top to Nickel. Nickel throws one toward the net. Save made there by Volsky. Another shot toward the net. Stick save made there by Volsky. That one popped around. Oh boy, trying to grab that puck was, I believe it was Pooley. Now back the other way. Fired toward the net. They score. Far circle ripper, I believe that was Biederman. IceRays 5, the Mudbugs 1. The goal comes at 5:54 of the third. And Corpus Christi comes up with yet another answer in this game. Boy, Biederman with a bomb from the right wing circle. Biederman from Kempf. And that one hurts any kind of Mudbug belief that they could have tried to rally in this game. 5-1 contest. Perichka battling for it along the end boards. Now McKay's there. McKay along the far corner. Played back up top to Wise. Wise fired toward that tipped in front. Save made there by Volsky. And he'll hold on to it. Reminds our Mudbugs fans that Mudbugs will be back in action next Friday and Saturday night. It'll be Spirit Weekend as they'll take on the El Paso Rhinos. $7-11 puck drop for both Friday and Saturday. Be sure to get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Here's Sobush back the other way. Left side shot toward the net. That goes high on Goich. And now along to the far corner. Litcher now down low. Doyle. Doyle to the far side there to Murch. To Seminara through the middle there to Doyle. Now Pelton grabs it, and we got a whistle. Looks like an offside on the Mudbugs. 12:42 remaining here in the third. IceRays 5, the Mudbugs 1. Face off near Corpus Christi blue line. Now Akimov. Along to the far corner, turnaround shot. Left pad save made there by Volsky, and he'll cover it up. Pushing and shoving now after the whistle. Boy, Boucher quite frustrated. As so is this Mudbugs team. Big hello to the Bouchers. Tuned into that confine of the Grand Ledge, Michigan. Glad to have them with us. If they're anything like Bryce Boucher, I'd love to see those family dinners. He's got a lot of fire in him. We love that guy, though. Played now to the right side. Akimov's got it. Akimov now thrown across through the middle. He'll give and go, and Akimov couldn't handle it cleanly. And now Hutchinson's got it. Right side, thrown up ahead off the stick of Akimov. Akimov. Under the far corner, battling for it there is Boucher. Played back out to center. Near side there to Wise. Wise has it. Wise swats one toward the net there by Boucher on a drop back pass, and it's blockered away there by Volsky, and we get a break in the action. It's 5-1 in favor of the IceRays. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Play back underway through the neutral zone. The Mudbugs have it. Down 5-1 in this game. Smith over to Pewley. Pewley tries to hold the zone along the near half wall. And now the puck ricochets back in to the Mudbug zone. Through the middle, right side, that's Pewley. On to the stick of Adams. And Adams takes a hard hit. Luckily he's okay. And Biederman with the latest goal for the IceRays. Works it in, bodied around, and under the stick. Mudbugs might have some numbers back the other way. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Pewley, good move. Pewley fires one toward the net, and he slung it wide. Boy, slow to get up there. That's Cam Smith. And I don't know if he got the wind knocked out of him or what there. Far side, through the middle, up off the stick of Haldenby. Yeah, I think Cam Smith did get the wind knocked out of him. And he looks like he is bleeding along the nose area. A little help there from Amy Baker. And it's going to take something to get that British Columbia specimen to get shaken up. Coach Soupy went down there and checked on him as well. He might have checked on him. He might have spewed out some disgust toward that side of the bench as well. He's quite frustrated right now with his team down 5-1. Face-off one there by the IceRays. All the way back. Up off the stick of Sobush, back out to center. Hutchinson now through the middle, up off the stick of Henrietto. Play it around the near side. Spun around, the puck is just skittered all the way down. Now up off the stick of Parichka. Down to the midway point of the third. As the puck is lambast all the way down, and we got a fight. It's McKay. McKay with a right hook. McKay in front of the IceRays net, tied up with his man. And another right hook, another right hook. McKay still going away at him. And now trying to play defense there is Sobush, and another takedown there by McKay. And it's something to wake this crowd up. I believe it was Sobush now. No, that looked like it was Hayek. Andrew Hayek who tied it up with McKay, and that's a good bout. McKay getting quite the fist bumps. This crowd needed something to cheer about, and that'll wrap up the night for McKay and Hayek. $9:59 remaining in the third. IceRays 5, the Mudbugs 1. A lone goal for the Bugs from Andrew Seminara. Yeah, he wins the pool for the first Mudbug to score this season. That's a friendly little pool they got going on. I really didn't think about that as much as I have maybe in past seasons. Shots on goal in favor of the IceRays, 27-26. Boy, tough chances for the Mudbugs. Really 0 for 4 on the man advantage. That's a tough one. Just thinking about the way this game has gone. Scores elsewhere in the South. The Colorado Grit take care of the El Paso Rhinos 4-1. That one from the Mile High. Oklahoma and Amarillo tied up at 2 midway through the third. That's a good one from Oklahoma. New Mexico on top of USNDP 2-1 early in the third from Albuquerque. And how about this? Odessa on top of Lone Star 3-2 early in the third from the NITEC Sports Center. A couple of goals from Charlie Masick in that one, but the Brahmas find themselves trailing. Oh, wow. 5-minute on Mudbugs hockey. So McKay probably gets the instigator. Yeah, they gave McKay an extra 5. Hike just gets 2 minutes for roughing. Wow. I don't know if I really understand that one. I thought they both obliged to fight. We'll get the official call. That's a 5-minute major and a game misconduct. Oh, so Hayek's coming back. I'm a little shocked by that. I thought they would have been both done 5s and 10s. We would have called it a night. But that one, a little bit of a frustrating sequence for the Bugs. It was probably the nature of the fight that caught Hayek off guard and pushed the official to make that decision. So we skate 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes, and then the IceRays will go on a power play for the next 3. Boy, losing the puck there was Doyle. Mudbugs have had trouble handling the puck tonight, and it has shown in the score. Doyle back to Wise. Now back to Doyle. Through the middle, up ahead there to Parichka. Parichka skates in, waits, dropped off there to Haldenby. Play got broken up. Now Parichka waits, powers way off the post. Oh, he had a good look at it. And that was one the Mudbugs would have liked. Now the puck is knocked up ahead. And now forwarded back into the IceRay zone there by Foster Nickel, but it's going to go down the length for icing. 8:45 remaining here in the third. Corpus Christi on top 5-1. If you're just joining us, Stepan Kuznetsov with a pair of goals. The difference, but they've gotten a few more from Biederman, Valdez, and Reardon. The Mudbugs with the only goal from Andrew Seminara. And his goal came at 3:48 of the third. Now behind the Bugs net. Most of the crowd has stuck around in this one. Here's Litchard skating in left side. Litchard fired toward the net. Bodied away there by Volsky. Laid around to the far side. And now around that left side. Carried back out now. That's Troutwine. He'll whistle it in deep, but he comes in for offsides. 8:12 remaining here in the third. Face off near Mudbug blue line. Deeb's in the box now. I think he's just going to serve the remainder of McKay's penalty. Now tied up into the near corner. Oh, headlocked. And thrown around a little bit there was Henrietto. And now the IceRays are on the power play. First choice personnel penalty kill. It's got 3 minutes to kill on this one. 7:50 to go in the third. 5-1 game in favor of the IceRays. They have been in control since the second period when they exploded with 3 unanswered goals. They added one more in the fourth. Then Seminara got his first, and then Biederman with the bomb, and that's what made it 5-1. Through the middle. The puck now just rammed in deep to the Mudbug zone there by Misak. Played back out to center. Now Parichka trying to do something with it. Worked it in deep, and it's gobbled up. And really the IceRays just want to work more clock here, and that's what they'll do. They have the lead. It's a comfortable lead, and we're down to 7 minutes remaining in this contest. Into the near corner. Hutchinson couldn't grab it. Boucher gets spun around. And Reardon, a bouncer toward the net, paddled away there by Goich, who keeps his head in the game here. It's tough being a goalie. You just feel like it's all on your shoulders. Now bodied off there was Haldenby as he tried to make something happen. Just not the Mudbugs' night tonight, and they'll have to regroup next Friday night as they'll take on the El Paso Rhinos. Spirit Weekend. Be sure to get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Mudbugs will lose their home opener, season opener for just the second time in 3 tries in the NAHL era. That's not very good. There was a lot of turnaround with this team, and I would love to be a spectator on this week's practice. It's tough playing one game, too. You get one game. You're really not used to the Friday-Saturday. You're used to the Friday-Saturday routine, rather, and you only get one game. And sometimes that can mess you up a little bit. In the near corner, Pelton. Near corner, played back up top. Handled, fired toward the net. Ricocheted around. That was Ranstrom looking for a deflector. The puck whisked up off the far side boards, held in there by Soderbaum. Played back up top. It goes. Ranstrom thrown across. Fired wide there by Kempf. Held in there by Soderbaum. Over to Ranstrom. Back to Soderbaum. A shot blocked in front. Into the near corner. Played back up top to Ranstrom. Ranstrom fired toward the net. Blocked in front. Good block there by Wise. And Wise able to skip it off the glass and back out to center. And we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Good kill there by the first choice personnel penalty kill. 4:50 remaining here in the third. Up ahead off the stick of Pewley. Now through the middle up off the stick of Kuznetsov. Taken there by Doyle. Doyle rings it around the Rosie. Back out to center. Now played back in deep in the IceRays zone. Up off the stick. And now Deeb able to skip it up ahead. Held in there by Adams. Adams along to the far corner. Down low it goes to Deeb. Into the near corner. Turnaround, and the puck now is gashed all the way down. Should be icing on the IceRays, and it will be. Be sure to stay tuned for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. Don't drink the water. Try our margaritas today. Nicky's Mexican Restaurant, our proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Face off, tied up. As the puck deflects, look out, Ryan Peterson. He needs a birthday puck. And he wants that puck. I don't blame him. It's your birthday. You get a puck. That's the rules. He's got his brother Ronnie Peterson. That's what he did. He grabbed that puck, and he's going to claim it's his. I'm in. I never got a puck on my birthday. all I ever get is dress clothes from the wifey. But, you know, I mean, I'm good with that, though, because I dress up a lot for both of my jobs. So I need that. I have now about 30 sports jackets, 15 dress shirts, and about 30,000 ties. Face off, one there by the IceRays. They'll whack it off the near side boards all the way down. And now here's a chance. Seminara, odd man rush, fire toward the net, save made. And Seminara trying to take his rebound, throwing back up top, and it missed everybody. Goes right back out to center. Here's a chance back the other way. Here's Misak. A shot gets blocked in front. There by Hutchinson. Now Deeb trying to split the seam. Trying to get a stick on that puck, and he whiffed. And now off the near side board. Shot there by Litchard, got blocked in front. Now through the middle, across. Here's a chance for Troutwine. Tic-tac-toeing their way around. Now along the end boards behind the Mudbugs net. Puck gets on net. Stopped there by Goich. Pushing and shoving after the whistle. 3:04 remaining here in the third. Well, you can't get into a fight in the last 5 minutes. This isn't good. Oh, boy, tied up there. That looks like Deeb. Guys falling around. Seminara was in there. Yeah, that was Deeb. Boy, was not afraid to get dirty on that sequence. Oh, boy, this isn't good if it's – I don't think it's going to be fighting. But you got to be careful within the last 5 minutes. That's when you start facing suspensions. Cranky's going in. 3:04 remaining here in the third. IceRays 5, the Mudbugs 1. Let's get this sorted out now. Merch is in that conversation. Face-off will be in deep in the Mudbug zone. Pewley will serve the penalty on Deeb. They got him for the extra. Boy, lots of frustration on the Mudbugs, and you can't blame them. 4-minute double minor. Oh, boy, continuing altercation, so that'll at least not be anything of a game misconduct. A roughing call on Cranky. So another first-choice personnel penalty kill. Third of the night for the IceRays. In the near corner, banked back up top it goes to Ranstom. Near half wall to Kuznetsov, who's looking for the hat trick. Into the near corner, Kempf. Kempf waits, played back up top it goes. Soderbaum across, over to Kempf. Kempf fired toward the net, blocked. Soderbaum, a blast, it gets blocked. Now thrown across, Kempf waiting. Kempf fires one toward the net, and it's smothered up there by Goich. With 2:06 remaining here in the third. Boy, we thank everybody for coming out tonight. Hope you had a blast despite maybe not getting the outcome you wanted. People still having fun here at the rink. Played off the near side boards. Up ahead, here's Boucher. 2-on-1. And the pass is broken up there by Misak. Puck deflects. Oh, look out. Into the Mudbugs bench. .153 remaining. Face-off won there by the IceRays. Post-game skate after the game. Most of these fans will be sticking around for it. Along the far corner every Saturday night. After every Saturday night game, rather, there is a post-game. All the way down into the IceRays zone. Played around to the left side. Misak. Pass gets broke and up. Hayek into the far corner. Far half wall thrown through the middle. Turnaround shot gets blocked. That was Watson with a shot. Now fight for it. Down to a minute remaining now in regulation. 5-1 game in favor of the IceRays. Now behind the IceRays net along to the left side. Thrown through the middle. Left side, worked in. Troutwine gets bumped off the puck, and Akimov sticked down there by Troutwine. Behind the IceRays net, off the stick of Volsky, who's been quite impressive tonight. Adams, Henrietto, now to Adams around the near side. Up ahead, here's Parichka. Trying to die hard, 10 seconds. Along to the near corner. Now a tie-up. Akimov's in there, pushing and shoving it, and that'll do it. Final score, the IceRays 5, the Mudbugs 1. Stick around for the Nikki's Mexican Restaurant post-game show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Final score, the IceRays 5, the Mudbugs 1. And this one was just not the Mudbugs' night. They could not get anything going really outside the Seminara goal. The IceRays scored 3 times in the second period. It was scoreless after one. Kuznetsov with a pair, 4:53 and 11:21. Will Reardon got one in between, and the IceRays led 3-0. Then Michael Valdez got the goal 30 seconds into the third, and that really just sucked the air out of the balloon of any kind of Mudbug last-second attempt of a comeback and it was 4-0 Ice Rays, and Andrew Seminara wired home his first of the year, the only goal of the game for the Bugs, and it made it a 4-1 contest. Then Billy Biederman with a bomb from at 5:53, and that put up the finishing touches for the Ice Rays. What a night for Nikita Volsky. He picks up the win in net as he made 27 saves on the night to pick up the win. Corpus Christi outshot Shreveport 31-28. The Mudbugs fall to 0-1 on this season. Join us next Friday night. The Mudbugs will begin a 2-game series against the Rhinos. It'll be our Spirit Weekend. Be sure to get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. I'm Chet Yoder wrapping this one up for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant postgame show from George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Once again, the final score, it's the Ice Rays 5, the Mudbugs 1. Have a good night and a better tomorrow, and as always, claws up.